Hi, how's everyone out there doing today? I'm here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, author of these two fantastic books. Mel, do not start laughing yet. We haven't even started. So, Mel was born in Ireland, made in Germany, and laughing today before we even started to try to be funny. And he wrote this second book on disastrous dating, which led to his next book, which is going to be Disastrous Interview. Mel Kelly, self proclaimed disastrous life coach. How are you doing today?
It's absolutely fantastic to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two amazing books, The Consummate Communicator and, of course, The Project Manager. So it's an absolute honor and privilege to be here, and I'm looking forward to another fantastic session today.
So, Mal, I would like to welcome you from Arlington, Virginia,
Arlington.
right
Okay.
here with Sugar, the amazing little super dog.
Yes.
And I'll say hi, Sugar.
Hi,
And today
sugar. Hi,
we are
sugar.
going to be talking about disastrous pet advice. And I just want to say, yes, this little device here on Sugar, and people who could see this is called a whistle. And so it's
That's
like a
right.
little pet Fitbit. Like I can track Sugar's movements, and then that way, like if I'm gone, I actually see how much exercise he gets. I see how much exercise he gets when I'm here, how much is he scratching and licking and eating. Sugar's so happy to be on the show today. You could just see.
How many steps does sugar have to do per day? How many steps does a
32
dog?
minutes. 32 minutes is for he has to get in a day.
And 32 minutes. Do they count it by minutes or count it by steps for a
They
dog?
count it by minutes for this
Okay.
app.
Okay. Okay. And so for human, they recommend 10,000 steps per day. It's 10,000 is how many minutes is 10,000 steps?
I don't
Um,
know.
it's maybe
But
60
Sugar's
minutes.
tiny. Like look at him. He's like much tinier than a human. Like he's like so
What,
tiny.
what happens if he's 32 minutes? If he's over the 32 or he's under the 32?
Like he'll get like double bonus days sometimes and stuff like that.
And can he
So
stay in bed then? And he can get like, I don't know,
so if Sugar did not have me, Sugar would just live in bed. Like legit, his app says all the time. Like it'll be like Sugar was resting, Sugar was resting, Sugar was playing, Sugar was resting, Sugar was resting. Like yeah, that's kind of what he does. But
okay.
Sugar also has a cat named Sprinkles, but Sprinkles, like most cats, did not cooperate to come on the show today.
Oh my
And
goodness.
as you're aware, I was late to the show because the cat decided to throw up
Yeah.
right before the show started. So
Yeah.
that was sort of the impetus for doing Disastrous Pets.
Yeah. 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 So pets, I mean, come on. People have pets, they have it for company, to share love with, to be affectionate with. But come on, it's all overrated. Like pets cost time, energy, money, they get in the way. Like you want to meet friends for a drink. Who's going to look after the cat? Who's going to look after the dog? You want to go out for the weekend. You have to then, I don't know, put them in a dog home for a couple of days. Dogs, cats, let them run around outside. They'll be fine. But pets in a house, come
Mel, you're talking like an American. Would you please explain to the world what it's really like in Germany when you have a dog?
Oh, there's a hierarchy of
Like dogs, like are
no,
rated over
no,
kids.
the dogs are rated over kids. Yeah, when you go into a restaurant with a dog, there will be a fuss made about the dog. You will get water will be given to the dog. Everybody will be like, "Ooh, what's such a cute dog?" If you bring a kid in and the kid is noisy, everybody will shake their head. Everybody will shake their head. So the hierarchy in restaurants and cafes, at least in Munich, Germany, it's yeah. The kids are lower, and then the dogs are higher, much higher, much higher.
So as you're a
Yeah.
well, Mel, when we used to do disasters dating, there was this guy who was a potential date, and he had said, "Oh, well, I noticed you have a dog. What do you do with your dog when you travel?" And I was like, "Oh, my dog has like been to Milan. He's been to like Budapest. He's been to like Berlin and Paris, and
Well, you're showing off. You're showing off.
well, no. The thing was though, is just the dogs in Europe are very welcome, and this guy was like, "Oh, your dog is like better traveled than me. I'm out, right?" But the whole thing is like Sugar, like he's so like he's been to Sweden, like he's very welcome in different countries. So I
So you
think
have to
that
pass his passport. You have a passport. You have to get
I do.
stamped,
I have a passport for him.
and he has to get stamped as he goes into all these different countries.
Yes, he's even been stamped at like Checkpoint Charlie, and
Okay, okay. And does he like? I mean, is Sugar's passport? Is it have the same ranking as a American passport, if you like?
I think in the EU it might. I mean, I know like I was on the train before and I was asked for Sugar's little passport and I had to give the passport and but most of the time like people never ask, like he just got to go everywhere. One time when I was in Budapest, one of my Toastmasters friends, B, we were going to the. She's like, "Oh, do you want to go to this like fancy like tea house?" And I was like, "Okay." And I said, "Can Sugar go?" And I started joking. She's like, "Well, let me check." And so we went to this place, and they were like, "Oh," they were like, "Oh," we're like, "We have two," and they're like, "Oh, well, we have three," and they like take him, and he's like in this little handbag, and they like put him up in this little high chair, and they're like serving him like little doggy pate in this like crystal bowl, and I'm like, dog, do not like be getting used to, like, this is not gonna be like your future.
So he was getting the royal treatment. So how's it for doggies in the US? How are they treated there? Are they above kids, below kids? So where's the
It's
status?
really, really interesting. There's some very dog friendly places where I live. There are some really great dog friendly places. There's other places though where your dog is not nearly treated as well. So, it really just kind of all depends on if the place is dog friendly or not. It's definitely
Right,
not
right.
like Europe though.
But what about pets? I mean, but this is it. Like, I mean, people. This is. I know people who got big dogs, small dogs. But I mean, people getting big dogs for as house pets when they have no garden and so nowhere to walk the dogs. It's like, oh my goodness, it's just crazy, you know. But I know several people who have this. They have these big dogs. These big dogs need to be, need be walked 3 times a day and fed whatever amount of food. But and then they live in an apartment in the city, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what are they doing? It's just
But some dogs are okay with that. Like, I have a friend who has a Saint Bernard, and she has a townhouse, and that dog seems really happy. It's like
a big
giant.
dog.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like weighs more than I do. It's like 180 pounds or something. I mean, it's like a
Okay.
big dog.
Yeah,
But
and how much do you have to pay for food for that dog? So that's a huge amount of food. I mean, it's a huge cost. Think how much money she could save if she got rid of the dog.
but that wouldn't work with your hoarding technique. You're supposed to hoard everything, include the dog, right?
I didn't say including anything that costs money, like children or animals.
But if you got rid of the children, the dog is probably cheaper though, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a pet, so I mean, dogs get sick. Dogs need looking after. Dogs need to be fed. Dogs need toys. Dogs need certain things as well. I mean,
Yes.
are dogs more expensive than children?
But mostly, dogs need love.
Oh,
Aww.
that's so cute.
So, Mal, I just want to say we've been doing this for almost a full quarter now, going on to
Full
your
quarter.
disastrous life coaching. Yes, this is episode 13.
Wow.
So
Is that a
I
quarter?
do
Is
want
that
to
a
give a
quarter?
shout out
That's a
to
quarter.
our audience and say we are looking for ideas. What would you like to hear about? And Mel, if he doesn't know about it, as you can see, will just make up something and leave me to struggle. I'm like over here, like, I'm dying over here, Mel. I'll be dying over here. Mel does not care, right? So
It's
Mel
all
will
good.
agree to talk about anything, whether he knows anything about it or not. I don't care if it's quantum physics. You can throw out your topics, disastrous quantum physics, it does not matter. So please reach out to us. Let us know what you would be interested in for disastrous life coaching with Mel Kelly.
Great stuff. It was a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you all again next week.
Thank you.